Hello YouTube and welcome back to Chris Commentary. With Chris Commentary, it's my fault. I'm a very big procrastinator. Been gone for a long time. I've been keeping up with a lot of what's been going on in the media, such as the Trayvon Martin case and Mr. Murderer Zimmerman. It's this guy who shot a kid in cold blood. It is murder. I don't care what anyone says. And I've got to say my one comment about that, about the situation is this. The situation does not look good for Mr. Zimmerman. If you wanted to play vigilante for your neighborhood, that's one thing. But when you follow a kid trying to, let me comment on right now on what's going on, because everybody's been talking about this to death. But here's what I take on the situation, and because they look suspicious, they fit that profile, that description. You call 911 repeatedly. It's because you see a black kid, some guy wearing a black shirt, a black hat, black cat crosses the street, something that just, the word black came out of your mouth so many times, it was ridiculous. Everyone who's been on the other side, I mean, family members, you're going to defend him. I understand this. Friends of him, you're going to defend him. I understand this. You got a poster black guy out there on TV trying to show that you're not really a racist. Good job. And you hide behind this stand your ground law and shoot this kid dead. It just means you're nothing more than a little coward. You wanted to be a big man with a gun, and you wanted to know what it felt like to kill someone. That's all it was. You wanted to know what it felt like, and you did it. Then you thought you got away with it. Every one of you guys out there who is defending Zimmerman, if he's found to be a racist and a murderer, what are you going to say now? You're going down, one way or the other. That's why you're in hiding right now. And that's all I got to say about that. That was some very fucked up shit that happened, and hopefully justice will prevail. Moving on. Let's get back to something a little light. Saw the Hunger Games. Outstanding. Finally, we're moving on from this whole wizards and vampires and werewolves thing. There's a book out there called The Hunger Games. I think it's the first part of a trilogy on opening night. I really love the way the media pushed it at the last second. For months, I didn't hear that much about it. Just knew a movie was coming out. It's about a book. The week before, every channel's talking about it. Everything went nuts, and it was brilliant. I saw the movie with friends and my wife. It was very good. Movies were sold out. I love the way the media did this. They did a media blitz on the Hunger Games a week before it dropped. This movie is on, if I remember correctly, if I read correctly, I think there's only going to be 3. But compared to the first 3 Twilights, the first 3 Harry Potters, this movie's going to blow them all out the water if they continue on this path. And I'll tell you one thing, this girl, I can't remember her name right now. I should Google it right now. I'm sorry that I'm so bad with names. I don't care. Okay, I forget her name. But you guys help me out, comment me to remind me of her name. Say, hey, idiot, her name is such and such, such and such. She's going to be more successful than all those guys. And fuck Edward, team, whatever. Harry Potter, saw the Lady in Black. Love the way you guys did that. We're moving away from this whole wizards and vampire stuff, and we're moving on to some serious books. I like this because with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and with this, we're on the right path, and this girl is going to be huge. The young audience, and actually, The Hunger Games is not for the young audience. I'm sorry. I mean, everybody just, it's like a ninja movie. It was awesome. But yeah, recommend it. 2 thumbs up. That movie delivered on every level. I mean, I didn't know much about it, and when I felt like I came in fresh, and it was an awesome story. And of course, there's going to be people, oh, the book was better. Well, it's a book, okay? Books are made for the mind, for the imagination. Nothing's going to be able to compete with that, okay? High definition can't compete with that. King Kong ain't got nothing up there, all right? Damn. Okay, everybody knows that you force feed on movies, you dumb it down for the audience, you just make it for a person to just sit there and go and look at the screen. That's what it's all about, all right, man. So shut up. All right, the book is gonna be better. Shut the fuck up. What else happened on the news? Monday Night Raw, the last Raw before WrestleMania, and I'm gonna have a big, huge party. I'm going to invite some friends over, a bunch of deadbeats who don't know whether or not they want to bring beer or bring food. So everybody decides that they're going to bring beer. So I'm like, fuck that. Okay, look, just pay me $5, you get into the door, or bring food. Okay, I can't have 20 guys in my house and they all bring beer. All right, my wife is going to be walking around the house like, what the hell? She's not going to want to clean up that mess. So I got 2 people that are going to, oh man, a Law and Order situation just happened. I got 2 people bringing beer. The rest bring food or money. All right, money. Bring the money. Raw was okay. It wasn't anything big before WrestleMania. Just pretty much a recap for the week before. Couple of things. Eve. Love what you're doing. You don't need to team up with Beth Phoenix. This whole the bullying thing. The twin Magic Girls were doing this, and it was La Cool and all this stuff. We don't need that anymore. It's boring. Eve, you can stand on your own 2 feet. Beth, you can stand on your own. You don't need to partner up. You don't need to be with a. You don't need to do all that. That whole Mean Girl stuff is getting old. Stop it. Jericho and CM Punk are really making it a lot more interesting to see their match than The Rock's. I've been waiting for this match with The Rock and Cena for a year, and then out of nowhere, just like Hunger Games, swoops in and they steal the spotlight. Eve, you could take a lesson out of Stephanie McMahon's book. Tear a page out of that. That's the direction you want to go. You want to see this is how I think Eve should be acting right now. Look at old footage of the way Stephanie McMahon did it as a heel. That's what you should do. You would be very powerful if you did that. You could pull that off. Tear a page out of Stephanie McMahon's book. Guarantee it. That's free advice. Take it or leave it. I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen with this Best in the World. If you haven't been following these 2 guys on Twitter, check it out. CM Punk just tweeted, just saw something sad. Something that reminded me of Chris Jericho. There's a picture of some melted ice cream. I don't really know what that was supposed to be. I guess maybe he fell, before it could get licked. I don't get it. Punk, you're usually more clever than that, but that wasn't a pipe bomb. Pipe bomb came a few minutes after that tweet, when Chris Jericho tweeted exact same words, word for word, and did something that reminded him of CM Punk and showed a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I said, damn. CM Punk, wow. Jericho is eating your shit up right now, dude. Chris Jericho is killing it with this attack. It's just a full-on murder of CM Punk right now. I'm kind of tired of seeing a champion become champion and 3 months later lose the belt. I picked CM Punk to hold the belt for at least a year. Let him keep that belt for a year. But if someone's gonna take it, I think if I was a betting man, I'm saying that I'm calling it. Chris Jericho's probably gonna win this one because you don't want it to happen. I'm rooting after everything that CM Punk did to shake up the cage and rattle it all up. Wouldn't it be perfect to see him lose? I want you to be the champion for at least a good solid year. But if there's anybody that's going to take it from you, I wouldn't mind if it was Jericho at this moment right now. As far as pipe bombs, you've been showing a lot of intensity. You've been doing your damn thing. I love you, bro. But as far as after you shook that cage up and made history and just brought back this whole intense moment back to the WWE, and I appreciate you for it, Jericho's one-upping you, man. And I'm scared. I really think that if I was a betting man, that Jericho might win. I hope I'm wrong. I love you as the champ. But Jericho is killing it right now. And he's not gonna drink. I mean, come on, Chris. I mean, you're not gonna bend this guy back like that. Come on, this guy's mentally strong. I hope he's stronger than that. And I'm gonna say something to you too personally, because this is some effed up stuff right now. I met both of these guys in Iraq. I bitch a lot about when John Cena was out in Iraq and Balad, and he was acting like a little bitch with the soldiers and whatnot. CM Punk and Chris Jericho were outstanding. They were there for the fans. They treated people with respect. They were awesome. And everybody else was too. I just have a problem. I mean, even Vince McMahon. I mean, I'm going to be a little... I mean, John Cena was nice in person. I mean, when we met one-on-one, he was very polite and whatnot. I just don't like the way you acted in the end. That's all I'm saying. John, you really acted like a douche in the end. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't remember, call me. I'll remind you. I really do not like even thinking about how you treated those soldiers. What's new in the world of comic books? I'm catching up with Redhood and the Outlaws. Recommend it. Very funny and very entertaining so far. I like it. It's my comic book pick right now. And apologize again for not keeping up with these videos. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Chris Commentary.